Stadium in Iowa City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Reese?
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Sun Devils offense to go on the attack first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
And how much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? It was so special a year ago. And David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason. He's playing at a different level early this season, and certainly looking to continue that today.
And that's why this team's doing a lot of winning, and he's doing a lot of performing. Like, he's coming out the gates really, really strong, got his team in position early on. Listen, you got to start fast. Then you get to the middle of the season. Impressed by the way he started this season.
Knocked down immediately. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one the last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate. But he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Right side, it's Bryant. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Push is ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. After getting knocked in reverse, it's second and goal from the 15. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roach. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They're testing the right side here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Tight end getting vertical. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. To the ground. He's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the ground game. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's got great speed. Quick step and go. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Offense in an empty set. Looking for room straight ahead. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national.
Runs through a man. He might have space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Unloads in the nick of time.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few.
Caught, and he's got room. Bust through behind his pad. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Makes a catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to keep it in the air. Flips it out in the flat. Dragged down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown ASU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Holds on. It's Bryant. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They'll need a bunch on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Might as well run him again. some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're going to run it to the right. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The screen, he's got wheels. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Schultz. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 6 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Boston College, looking for a 2nd win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up the... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Knox. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. Got the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back on first down. Hauls it in. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Lowers those pads. And a big return after the INT. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Ball's in the deep ball. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to the right side. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They move on top here in the 4th. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Looking for running room. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding space. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's dropped. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Let's go down to the sideline and Javi Rose.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him
wide open spaces. He's at the 40, the 20, into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. From the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Finds the tight end, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Second down coming up. He's looking to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Got to make the play on fourth. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown ASU. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds his target. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Schultz. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Iowa! Into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he added the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. This second half hasn't been nearly as productive offensively as the first half. As a result, that big lead is no longer so big, and they need to get something going right now. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gets away. Look out! Going to try to get it himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Sun Devils look to do some damage in the red zone. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Back to pass on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Rushes on. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. Picks up the 1st down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your...
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. They're all over it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snaps it in the shotgun. Gets a hand in there.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
He's loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And this defense has put a game to...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock.
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.